With a lean mix of cobalt blue, I'll sort and shade the snow on the distant creek bank. I'll create a shape with hard edges, but I will tend to disperse one of those edges. The resulting hard edge separates two portions of snow, creating the illusion of varying distances from the viewer. By feathering out the other edge, I create the illusion of roundness, as opposed to an abrupt change in distance. I am feathering out with a dry brush here. Sometimes I'll use a water-loaded brush, or a tissue. The feathering is a tendency, not a hard and fast rule. Sometimes my shade shapes will only have hard edges, but this can easily be overdone. It's easy to create what I call hundreds of little blue bands or snow boomerangs. You'll know them when you see them. When shading white, it's all about subtlety. The first step of the shade needs to be light and lean. I prefer to use a flat brush for this as it is so versatile. You can use its long flat edge or pivot it and use its corner, which gives it a tip like a round brush. I need to separate the snow of the large tree from the snow on the ground. I'll again do this by creating a hard edge between them, but then feathering the other edge out. And I'll separate the portion of the snow in front of the tree from the snow behind it. I'll also need to separate the more vertical snow on the foreground creek bank from the horizontal snow. The first step will be to lightly shade the entire bank. Then I'll add some shade details to suggest that the ice in the creek has some shape and depth. I do this crudely, finding spots that might reflect a bit less sunlight. But in the aggregate, I believe that these little shade spots create the illusion of depth and dimension. Now I'll shade the most vertical portion of the foreground creek bank and the edge of the snow. I'm shading within what I had previously shaded. And I'll apply some secondary shades on the ice shapes too, tending to shade them within previously shaded areas.